Welcome everybody to another episode of What Up World Podcast. I'm host Chris, aka the Coco Kid. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, everywhere you are in this.
And it's Fred. You can find me at Twitter, Fred80, Instagram, Reddit, wherever you could find me. I'm there.
And you on Reddit too?
Yeah, I got Reddit, Tumblr, out of it all.
To the right of me right here, this is Charles Church Close. Local comedian right here in Dallas. I met him at the Arlington Improv. Funny dude. Had to bring him on. So how's it been going?
Man, life's hard.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. It's been good, man.
I'm just gonna agree with you. Like, yeah, it is. It's rough.
It's rough, some sad things going on, but I'm happy, you know what I'm saying? Everything's good, man. How's everything on your end?
On my end, it's good. I just finally started back going days. So I'm doing a day job. I start Monday, and then that way I'll start doing more open mics.
Okay.
So you're gonna start seeing me all around.
Okay. We're gonna have to do like a fake tour together.
A fake tour?
Yeah,
Like
we just sign on open mics together.
Yeah,
like.
Let's do an open mic tour. I'm with it. I'll do an open mic tour with you.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. That'll be fun.
I got a couple people that want to do an open mic tour with me. We're actually talking about doing an open mic right here.
Yeah.
We're in the talks of that.
Oh,
right
that
now.
would be dope because then you can control it.
It's so that we have more of a controlled area to be able to do our set, and we're not on stage and then only getting 5 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
There's no real discussion. You know how open mics are. It's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of I tell Fred it's kind of like watching kids go on stage and scream at you. That's what an open mic is like to me.
Yeah, it's in like I'm a church boy. It's like Easter speeches, you know.
Yeah,
like,
Easter speeches. Yeah, pretty
for
much.
kids,
without the supper.
Exactly. Right. My name is Charles Church Close, and the name of my speech is Jesus Wept.
Is that actually your stand-up name?
It is.
Really?
Yeah, Charles Church Close.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Because I normally dress up.
Oh, okay.
And when I saw him when he was dressed up, he had on like the 3-piece suit. He was looking fresh.
I had on patent leather shoes. No, I didn't.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
wow.
He had the
Wow. Okay.
He had the church shoes.
You know what I'm saying? I had my
People were singing hymns behind him. They were just walking behind him
yeah.
singing hymns.
I had my
It was
cleargy
amazing.
collar on too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was ready.
Oh yeah, you was out there then.
No, I didn't.
He looked like he was ready to either get married or just marry off some people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I made a pretty dark joke too.
What's up, man?
I must have missed it.
You missed the dark joke?
I must have missed it.
I was like,
'Cause I
y'all.
don't remember you saying anything
I said, like, you guys are lucky I didn't wear my clergy collar. You probably, what is he doing in here? Is he about to make us laugh or touch kids?
Wow. Hell no.
It's a very dark joke, but
Oh,
Yeah.
trust me, we've had.
Oh man,
worse.
we've seen
had
some dark shit
Sean
on it.
Santos on here.
Yeah.
That's all he
God.
does is dark.
I mean, I try to keep it light because my
love
church
that guy,
background.
that's
You know what I'm saying? But obviously, I'm drinking, so
Yeah,
whatever.
it's only gonna get worse.
yeah,
Right.
it's only gonna
Once
get
the
worse.
church masks fades away here in the next couple.
I'm just gonna show you how church people really act. That's what
Yeah.
it really
Oh, no,
is.
yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
know.
saying? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
I
cause
know.
they get around people and they be like holier than thou, but
Oh man. Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Behind
I grew up
closed
in the church.
doors,
That's
they-
why I walked away from it because of church people.
Really?
Mostly.
Same
Yeah.
here. And my
Wow.
grandmother's a pastor.
Your
and
grandmother's a pastor.
and I'm not gonna get into details, but she's definitely different outside of that
Yeah.
building.
But I think like that's an interesting discussion, right? Because we kind of had that discussion at a meetup group this morning where I was, and the conversation is kind of weird because, like we assume that when people go to church, that means that they're supposed to be perfect, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's kind of like even the people who are like the pastors or whatever, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But it's like, I mean, they came out of stuff and do stuff and whatever, and everybody's in their own process. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So it's like it's interesting because like we can kind of get caught up in like, oh, that person is the pastor, but he might be a pimp on the side.
Yeah, no, yeah.
No,
I mean, it might be like that sometimes, man.
but no, I'm just being,
If that was like a headline in a story, I'd believe it. I would 100% believe that. I get it.
pastor and pimp on the side. I mean, I think. I'm being outlandish, but the fact of the matter is everybody's human, whether or not you on a religious, spiritual journey or not.
Right.
And we're going to have imperfections. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as a perfect person. I think where it gets weird is like when you start getting into the abuse stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
yeah.
like all of that where you're mishandling the people that you're supposed to be.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's pastors that we went to, okay. funny story. Last night we went to the Johnny Gill concert at the Texas Theater. You know, so it's like all the R&B dudes from the '90s. Like Stokely from Mint Condition, Carl Thomas who's on Bad Boy record. Johnny Gill, Ralph Tresvant from New Edition.
It's like the tour of Almost Made It.
Right, exactly. You got it. You got like they was all good in groups, but alone they're like, we got to come together. And do something. So Johnny Gill like took like 5 minutes out of his set, and he was literally like preaching and praising. And it was like interesting because it was like you singing about, having sex, and then the next moment is like, But maybe he's talking about having sex with his wife, so he can get.
That's still,
It could be all those groupies.
Or that. I didn't see a ring on his finger, so it's probably the groupies.
It had to be. It probably was. Probably was.
Yeah, Ralph Tresvant almost got head on the stage. That was interesting. Like, it was crazy.
Almost.
Almost.
He couldn't get it up. He's old, so I can understand if that was the issue. He probably didn't pop the blue pill before he went on stage.
Oh my goodness! Oh wow! I think it was just because they might have stopped it.
I left my juice in the car.
Oh, he left his juice for your vape juice?
Yeah, it'd be all right.
Aren't we in a vape place?
Yeah, but I don't want to get up and go get it because we're already doing the podcast, so it just.
Yeah, I mean, you want me to get it?
No.
Because I can be the guest servant. You know what I'm saying?
Guest servant.
I don't want a black dude waiting on me. That just seems like
that is a little.
That's a little too much for me. I'm not doing that. That's why I don't want Fred to go get it either. I'd rather I'll go get it if anything.
Yeah, that was very conscious of you. You kind of woke.
Yeah, I'm woke.
You woke?
Oh, yeah, I'm a real woke.
All right.
Yeah.
You sleepwalk. Sleepwalk. That's funny.
I know what's up.
All right.
Cool. Yeah. So like
I have mixed kids. So my oldest son, he doesn't even mow the yard. I'm too scared.
You too
scared what the neighbors are gonna think.
So you got that jungle fever, Chris?
No. My wife is white.
Oh, yeah. She had the jungle fever.
She had the jungle fever. I wouldn't even say it was jungle fever. It was more like how I don't know how you would describe that. Would you describe it if it's like maybe?
Oh, mariachi.
Maybe mariachi fever.
Is that a little racist?
I mean, it sounds racist, but if you say it, it's okay.
Really?
So I think we're fine.
But I think
if
I don't understand the mariachi part. Why?
Because they're half Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was trying to find something.
Mariachi is Mexican.
Yeah, I know.
I would say like
I don't know what Puerto Ricans listen to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean that was close. It was a good try. I was like, dang, this is Mexican. Okay, Puerto Rican. I don't even know the joke for Puerto Rican.
Yeah, see,
I was gonna stretch it. I was trying to talk it out so I could think of it.
Right.
Didn't work.
It didn't work. I don't know. But either way, but they were like, it was like that classic story. They fell in love in high school. Got married, had kids,
and then you was like snatch.
Yeah, well, she's worth snatching. So
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Everybody who knows my wife knows how awesome she is.
That's what's up.
She is dope.
She's an awesome human being.
She's cool.
I don't like how you're talking about her, Fred.
No, she really is awesome.
I feel like you admire her too much.
No, she's dope. She's cool.
She's pretty cool. Bro.
No, that's dope. I love it.
She's
I love it.
Human.
Cool. You got kids?
No.
Unfortunate.
Well, I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah, no.
No. Okay.
No.
Yeah. I don't either. But
is it by choice or you have a really good pullout
mostly
game?
My pullout game strong.
It's gotta be.
How old are you? It's strong. I'm 42.
I don't have no kids.
No kids.
Damn.
Pullout game strong.
Pullout game champion right here.
But I also was celibate for 17 years.
Really?
Why? I mean, okay, congrats.
Because I wore a clergy collar.
Oh.
Man.
Yeah. So in my years,
all dust.
You said what?
I said, I bet the first time you busted a nut, it was all dust.
It was dry milk. Yeah, it was like
it
was powder
I haven't
milk.
done this in a while.
Yeah, it was powder milk.
Come on, bro. You wasn't really celibate. You was
promise.
You was celibate, but not in the shower, right?
When
I mean, occasionally I would,
He was in there having hand sex.
I mean, occasionally, you got to get it off, or you get prostate cancer.
Really?
You didn't know that?
You know that?
You didn't know that?
That is a fact. Yeah,
it's a fact. Like if you
hold it in, you die. That's how it goes.
Damn. Okay.
So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So you probably need to start more. Like, I'm just kidding.
Probably. No. You're right. You're probably.
Yeah. Don't get prostate cancer. You feel me? Like, it's a thing. It's really a thing.
So what happens if you do it too much? Then
There's no such thing.
There's no such thing.
Okay, well, never.
It's, yeah.
No, for
You
guys,
just
there's no such thing as too much.
yeah, you just lose. You just shooting
Like
blanks.
if you're knocking it out like if you're knocking it out like 9 times a day and then you start coming blood, then maybe
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you
that's
maybe
probably the limit is 8 at
Blood.
that point.
right.
Ooh, that would be very traumatic for me. Like
That would be terrifying. But I've heard of it happening.
really.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
then
my
eight-
problem is like when I have something wrong with me, I go to WebMD
Oh yeah.
and I start looking up a bunch of
And then you
symptoms.
get lost.
I find out that I have all the cancer, like every bit of it, right? And then I start looking up, what each cancer is, and then some of the things I start
and so
reading
you,
is like,
how many times have you self-diagnosed yourself with
100
something
at
major?
least.
Yeah,
100.
Man,
just-
I got a
I'm-
splinter one time, and it was like cancer. I was like, what? For a splinter?
Yeah, it'll happen. Yeah, that
I
will
mean, but
affect you.
WebMD is a good resource. So I got a crazy story. I was going to DC. I was flying from Austin, and I was on a plane, and my ear popped. Right, like you know how
Oh
your
yeah,
ear pop
air
up?
pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pressure,
But so when I got off the plane, it felt like it was water in my ear, like it was like I was underwater, and I like some liquid started coming out the ear and stuff. It was weird, and so I like put a Q-tip in there. It was like blood and liquid. So I found out like through WebMD that my eardrum had burst. Like I had a ruptured eardrum, right? And it like told me what to do, and it treated, and now my eardrum is perfect. So I didn't
Damn.
have to go to the doctor.
Might have to start using WebMD.
Yeah,
Google's
I
not my
was
friend.
I was born with holes in my eardrums, so I had to go through a bunch of surgeries as a kid.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I've had something like that happen. Wasn't the exact same
Yeah,
thing, but something
yeah.
like that happened.
Like, did it affect your hearing at all?
No. I have an inner ear problem where I can't go underwater.
Okay.
For like I can't dive.
Okay.
I can't do anything like that has to do with a lot of pressure.
Uh-huh.
But I can fly. I can do normal shit. I can swim. I just
Yeah.
can't go like really deep down in the water.
And you
my
hear
ears start-
perfectly.
yeah.
You just make bad decisions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just don't listen. See, I
Okay,
can hear
yeah, all
you, I
right.
just don't
Don't
listen to shit
listen.
you say. It's like,
Okay,
oh.
that makes sense. I mean, you can blame that on the holes in your ear.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't. I just blame it on my bad attitude and poor outlook on life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Message.
That's probably what it is.
message.
Yeah. So are you gonna be doing any shows? Doing anything?
Yeah, I mean, like I told you, I missed the show last week. That was totally a blunder.
No,
I mean,
Addison, he didn't miss much.
yeah, I've done it before. I've done
I'm just
Addison
kidding.
before.
I'm just kidding. I love Addison Improv. They're a great
Yeah,
place.
you know, so
That's where I started. So
yeah, you know, I'm gonna I'm not traveling, so a lot of times when I travel a lot. So a lot of times when I'm traveling, I find somewhere to go and perform, you know, wherever I am. But I'll probably do Arlington this week coming up, and then maybe something the week after. I'll be in Austin for Afrotech.
What is that?
Afrotech is a
it's something I'm not invited to. I can tell you that. Right now.
no, Chris, you can be a sponsor. Yeah, we African American.
He can't come regularly. Yeah, he's gotta be a sponsor.
Definitely can be a sponsor. You
It's
know,
like you can show up, you can cheer me from the parking lot. That's fine, but you can't actually
just
be there.
give a couple $1,000 and you can show up. You know,
It's like perform. no,
no,
sir.
you have to be a sponsor. You know, Afrotech definitely takes white dollars,
Yeah.
but it's a it's the biggest African American, African black or whatever you know,
Oh, yeah.
idiom you want to use.
Right.
Tech conference in
okay.
the world.
Yeah.
So it used to be in the Bay Area, and now it's in Austin, and so I'll be down there. So I'll probably find a show or two to do down in Austin. But
You like performing in Austin? I hear it's pretty cool. I haven't done it.
I've not performed there yet.
Oh, really?
I haven't done it yet.
I heard it's cool because their slogan is "Keep Austin."
It's a weird, yeah.
Really?
So I
yeah.
like that.
So
Yeah.
I feel like I've been to a couple comedy shows. I went to see Craig Robinson.
Yeah.
Craig Robinson was at comedy. It's called Capital City Comedy or something, Cap Comedy or something like that. Really cool performance. He played on the keys the whole time. It was really dope. And I saw I can't remember the girl's name, but she does like this Charlene like church mother type of set. It's really good. So maybe a good market to burst into.
Okay.
Just down the road.
Oh, and how long is this event?
Afrotech is for from the 13th through the 17th. So it's a couple days, and I won't be there the whole time. I haven't chosen what days I'm gonna be there, but I'm gonna probably pick around like if there's some comedy stuff going on, whatever. Try to kind of condense everything into one thing. But yeah, man, I love performing. I have a good time. That's how we met. Like you make good connections, you make good friendships. Sometimes you make enemies.
Oh yeah. For sure.
I mean,
that's anything though, right?
I don't worry about enemies.
I don't either. I drink to my enemies. Let's drink right now.
I don't have a cup.
There you go. Imaginary. Pow.
Yeah. Power cup.
Here, just take the bottle and just take
it. Just dump it in here. There's 2 ice cubes in there. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you know what Drake said, right? He said I'm drinking every night because I drink to my accomplishments.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not much accomplishment. I got it.
Yeah, you don't ever drink.
No. Trust me.
He's like, we're drinking the depression.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I drink Fridays when I get off work normally because I know I can.
Do you just go overboard?
No, it's just I do it so. Saturdays I know I'm off, so it's like if I have a hangover, I'm good.
Yeah.
Sundays I'm normally recharging to get ready to go back to work, so I don't really try to drink.
Doesn't that sound like slavery? Like he's like Friday, and you only got one other day you can drink because you gotta go to work the next day.
Yeah, for sure.
Who designed this system? Chris, did you?
Stupid system.
Yeah, it
did
is.
I know?
Yeah.
Not,
Your sponsors did.
No, I don't even know who designed this. I know the 7-day work, or no, the 5-day work week, 40-hour. The 5-day 40-hour work week was started by Henry Ford. I know that
Really?
much.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, and I'm from Michigan. I should be proud of him, and I'm not no more.
But I don't know who pushed like this 24-hour a day, 7-day a week work lifestyles. This sucks.
Yeah,
it's man.
crazy.
What?
I'm glad I got away from that. I'm back to 40 hours a week, so I can start doing more stand-up.
Yeah,
doing
do
more
what you
stuff that
love
I like
to do.
doing.
You know
I'm
what
still
saying?
stuck in slavery right now.
Yeah.
My job.
How many? You work 5 days a week?
I feel like it.
Yes, it feels like 7. Yeah,
Yeah, it definitely feels like 7. Man.
Yeah, I mean, we should all just quit. Like, what they gonna do if we all stop paying our bills? What's gonna happen?
That's what I said.
I homeless. Oh, you talking about
All of
everybody?
us. Yeah, like if we all just quit at the
stop
same
paying
time,
it.
like
I think the world would just stop working.
I think it will keep going because like money's not real. So it's like everything that's kind of
but-
moving, like it is just like
Yeah,
it was
I
like it's like the pandemic, right? Like so
I
when
like
the
money
pandemic.
system. I don't buy into the
I'm not-
socialist economic kind
This
of
is
way
not a
of
political
life.
discussion.
No,
Chris.
it's not. But I'm just saying, I like money because I like having a lot of it and knowing I'm better than a lot of people.
That's the thing.
No,
That's the thing.
yeah.
I like that.
You
I
like
like the
that?
fact that I accomplished everything that I accomplished. I went from homeless to a homeowner. So for me, knowing that I made it as far as I did, I like that I did.
That's a
that.
great sponsorship commercial.
Man, what? He ain't lying.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you
no,
the
that's-
truth. So like for me, I like knowing that, we worked, sacrificed and struggled and made it. And then we got to the point where now we're middle class and it's nice.
So did you get your wife during homelessness or after?
After.
Okay.
She would have never dated me. Come on, bro.
I'm just asking.
Homeless ain't getting no pussy, bro. Let's be real here.
Bro, no, I was in
Homeless ain't
Vegas
getting
and
no
it
pussy.
was like
That's
these-
Vegas. That's
okay.
everybody
Oh, yeah,
gets pussy in
Vegas is-
But let me tell you the
No
story.
homeless dude is getting pussy in Vegas.
No, it is.
That is
I see.
impossible.
Listen.
Don't you have to pay for it?
No, I'm talking about it's other homeless pussy.
Well, that's no.
Ew, that's gross. No. Yeah, dirty.
It's homeless on homeless.
Dog
Like,
water.
like, dirty.
Yeah, because who else is gonna take a homeless pussy
That's what I'm
other than
saying.
homeless?
That's what I'm saying. Actually,
It depends.
You know what?
Like you seen Pretty Woman?
Well,
I watched. You ever remember Cheaters? Y'all remember that episode?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
the
I never
show
watched
Cheaters.
it, but
Yeah, I
I watched an episode where this dude, his wife was cheating on him with a homeless dude.
Okay.
And they walked up on him and they got busted and they were behind a dumpster on a mattress, fucking
what the heck?
right hand to whoever he believes in. True story.
so
And I was like, do you know how good that dick has to be? To
That's-
give up everything and you literally giving up your home,
that's literally
your bank
trash
accounts.
pussy.
No, I don't even think it's that
literally
because she coming back to him. He homeless. He's the one homeless, right? So,
He literally has trash pussy
Yeah,
out,
he
pussy
does,
on.
'cause
That's
it's
crazy.
behind a
yeah.
dumpster.
Yeah. That's,
But that blew my fucking mind.
so what did he do? Like, what was the outcome?
He left her fuck ass.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, would you? When if you found out your girl was sleeping?
No, I mean, but I feel like if you're the type of man that can get cheated on by a homeless woman, like you probably have very low standards.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know about low standards. I think that your sex drive sucks.
not even that.
your
It's
bank
got to be
account
more
has
than that
gotta
if
be,
she
you know,
going that
low.
low, right?
Maybe.
I think-
so
I think what it
I'm gonna
was-
create a story in my mind.
Okay, let's
The
do
story is she knew the dude before.
it. Okay.
It was her ex-boyfriend. He was
Okay.
like, he had good dick. And like they were in love and he fell on hard times and she happened to be walking down the street.
That's a wild story.
It's getting good. I'm listening.
She
Go
walked
ahead,
down the
keep going.
street and he was like, "Hey, Molly."
And she like,
And she was like,
And that's how he talks.
"Hey, Molly."
Yeah, he talks like that.
Yeah, exactly
Like
like
a typical
that.
meth head.
Yeah. Hey.
hell no.
He got Hey, Molly.
It sound it,
Missing one tooth.
Yeah.
The other one's black for no reason.
And she's like, "Oh my God, I was so in love with you before. What happened to you?" And he's like, "Hey, Molly."
that man turned into Pennywise. What?
They all float down here.
Yeah, something like that. And then,
Okay. And
it
then-
couldn't have been just like,
And then he was like, I have a mattress back
yeah.
here behind this dumpster.
She was like,
And
"What are
she
you
was
doing with your life?" He's like, "Sleeping on this mattress."
like, yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's like,
And it had no sheets. There was no sheets.
So,
on the mattress
so I
also,
think
I
that
want
it was
for
a
the record.
sympathy. You know, like sometimes, like,
Nah, I ain't. Nah, come on. Now. That you can't use that. Hell no.
I don't know.
I'm so sad for you. Here.
I'm the type of person. Like my personality is like it's got to be like some type of rational thought process to most activity.
Sympathy pussy. That's a weird one. Bust it open for sadness. I've never heard of that one.
I mean, you know,
There's gotta be something.
something because.
That's crazy.
But that was one of the craziest ones I saw.
So
That one-
the moral of the story is homeless people get pussy. That's
yeah. Well, I mean, in your eyes, I feel like.
I mean, you
That's the
just
only
told
time-
the
That's the only
story.
time I ever saw it, so it's not like they're getting.
If
all
it
of
if it happened
What?
once, it happened
What?
twice.
Yeah.
Like that's the
Okay.
rule of life.
How many times you been on Facebook or somewhere and seen two homeless people getting it out? I've seen a lot of videos like that.
I see
You
animals
ever
getting
see
it on.
something and you can smell the video?
Oh, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
that.
that's,
Oh, it's
that's the
like hot
worst.
dog water. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, with dookie in it.
smells
Yeah.
like dick lint.
It smells like Bigfoot's balls.
Smells like Bigfoot's dick.
Hell no.
It smells like Sex Panther.
Yeah.
The hell is that?
That's
You don't know
the
what Sex
man.
Panther is?
That's the movie.
It works It's worked. What did it say? 60% of the time, every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch Anchorman.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember that scene? Yeah. It's like
He
he
said
works.
Yeah,
that
okay.
doesn't even make sense.
Right. Okay. I was thinking of the movie. I was like, that's a
60% of the
Sex
time,
Panther movie?
every time.
I love that movie.
that
When
movie's
he
funny.
kicked Baxter off of the bridge, every
Oh my God!
scene, 'cause he knows,
is that funny?
bro, that is the funniest motherfucking scene in that movie. Hands
That
down.
was hilarious. He was like, I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Jack Black was.
Yeah, he was.
Bro. That is
Yeah,
the funniest
yeah.
scene in
He-
any movie ever.
Yeah,
I swear to God.
Jack Black is what
was
is
like- he
going
was
on
like-
with Jack Black? I haven't seen him in anything
He's
recently.
dude, you got to check out his TikTok. He's got a TikTok and he's on Instagram hard. Like
Yeah, I've
he's
seen his
on there
Instagram
all the time.
Yeah.
So
He
I'm.
started. Remember, he went to Tenacious D. He started touring with his rock band.
Oh yeah,
then-
because like School of Hard Rocks
Yeah,
is like a
and
thing.
he did all
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah. I don't have I'm too old for TikTok.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm 42. Like
Well, I am
I stopped at Snapchat. I was like, okay, this is enough. I can't keep up with all these young people. They're gonna.
with their social medias. And
Yeah,
and their
I already got enough gray hair. I don't need more.
Yeah, I'm starting to get some, and I'm
You
not
starting
even
to-
30.
You're not 30.
Nah.
You don't have, and you have gray.
Yeah.
You getting it though. It's not
Yeah.
genetic. It's just like
Nah.
you getting stressed.
Nah, I think my dad doesn't even have gray hair.
Oh,
And
wow.
He
he's
doesn't
like,
have a beard.
hey man, calm down, man.
You need to grow a
Can you
beard.
grow a
Calm
beard?
down,
Can you
and
grow
then
one?
can talk
I've been trying.
Yo,
some
I-
shit
It's, my
about
dad has
gray hair.
the Rick
Really?
Ross joint. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like I've been doing everything: beard oil, the little,
He's just rubbing beard oil on his face.
Yeah, rubbing oil. Your face just be shining.
right? Right.
He's in there giving it positive
Right.
reinforcement.
Hell yeah.
You can do it,
You
man.
can grow. I believe in you. I've seen it happen before. I got a homeboy that's like that too. He cannot grow. My stepdad couldn't grow facial hair. My stepdad, he is like in his 60s, and he looks like a kid. Like he's a little man too. Like he's little. I hope you don't watch this, but he's very short.
I'm gonna tag him in it.
Yeah, please do. Michael Schaffner. Oh, sorry. He's a very short man, and like he literally can't grow it. He looks good though. He looks great for it. He's smooth too. You know, one of them old school dudes. And he be walking like. He from Chicago. He can skate though. My dad's smooth on them skates.
Like the 4-wheel skate.
Yeah, quads. Because only men in California skate on rollerblades. Like you're a beach boy.
Yeah, but the rollerblades used to be big until the gay shit came around, and then once they did that,
I don't even think it was that.
No one
but if you're a man,
it was that.
Yeah, it was that.
That was legit.
It's like Richard Simmons on skates. Like
okay.
Yeah, but rollerblading used to be big. I know because I had rollerblades, and I think we should bring them back. I do. I feel like we should bring back rollerblades.
You also feel like we should bring back Richard Simmons.
I also think that we should bring back Richard Simmons and Richard Pryor all at the same time.
Wow, if we brought that would be amazing.
If we could bring
and
those
we
two
all
back.
skate together,
and then
and tell jokes on skates.
We can all put on our '90s gear with the. With the blue with the little squiggly line thing in it. I don't know what the hell they call those.
Yeah.
And we'll get
frequencies.
Everybody gets windbreakers.
Starter jackets.
And Dallas Cowboy jerseys.
I'm not wearing that.
That's what everybody wore in the 90s.
I'm not wearing them.
And then we can
Nobody wore Dallas Cowboy jackets in the 90s.
Because that's the last time they were ever big. And then we all get into a big hill, and then we just get on our rollerblades, and we all go down it.
Okay, so I think we're coming up with like our next comedy event. Like we should do like a
comedy on rollerblades.
Man.
No, not blades.
No, it's happening.
Roller skate. Just say skates.
All right, if you want to do an open mic tour with me, you have to do it with rollerblades.
I'm not. Bro, why you want to ruin my life like this?
No, it's a thing now. It's already happening. It's already put in motion.
I'm going to sneak my quads in. I'm going to sneak them in. Man, you're not gonna know it. I'm gonna put the rollerblades on, and then when it's my show, it's my time.
He gonna slide out all smooth.
Yeah.
I think the worst part would be walking up the stairs. That'd be the hardest part.
That would be bad.
Then trying to stay still while you're doing.
But I'm gonna invite like Usher. Usher's gonna do like. You won't make Usher right. Usher, he's a skater.
Yeah, he's a really good skater.
Is he really?
Oh, he's dope.
Look at his Instagram, bro.
I only know him from
from herpes.
And herpes. That was it. That was the only reason.
I ain't know Usher because he got herpes. That's terrible.
Now when I listen to Let It Burn, it's like now it's like a whole different meaning because now I start to understand what he was really talking about. Because at first I thought he was talking about heartbreak, but he was actually just talking about genital herpes.
Yeah.
And
it burned.
I got that one.
You got that one.
Yeah, I was like,
no, it was good.
Okay.
That was
okay.
That actually hits. You might need to write that. Right.
That's his. I'm gonna let him have that one.
Okay.
I'm the
y'all
kind
don't
of
use it,
guy that I'll write a killer joke and give it to somebody.
I'm the type of person you can write a killer joke and I'm gonna steal it.
I bet you are.
You don't have to give it. You don't have to give it to me. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Y'all go to church. Of course I steal.
Wow. That's a shot.
I think that joke thieving is the biggest sin.
It is.
Really?
In comedy.
I see a lot of comedians do it though.
Well, I'll tell you this
But
much. I didn't. I should have screen recorded it. I didn't. I should have. There was a guy up there that was doing a joke, and he did one of Betty White's jokes. This is after she died. And I lost my shit.
Okay.
I lost it. I was like, who the fuck is this dude? Because he's on stage. Now, and mind you, if you're in an open mic, I don't care. Really, I'll be like, yeah, I know who you are. Stay away from you, right? I don't care about that. But when you're in like a crowd, and he had a lot. He had like at least, I would say there's at least 75 to 100 people there. And he did Betty White's joke in front of them, and it killed, of course. And I was just like, that's fucked up.
Okay, so I have an opinion about this, right? So, comedy is art, right? And so let's think about this. Like, think about how many times you've been with somebody, y'all been talking, and you're like, oh, knock on wood, jinx, right? Like, y'all thought about the same thing. Your minds, you have similar mind merges, and, your mind works the same or similarly, right?
Right.
So I do think there's a thing where, people have, because as a comedian, you write from your experience. Like, you write from things that happen or whatever. And sometimes people have similar stories, and so like you go through something or whatever, and you might not even have known that this person has said this joke before, and then you say it, and then somebody else recognizes it because somebody else is a student of the art. But, you know, I think that there's some crossover, like even with music, right? So I used to play the piano, and there's like songs that have the same chord progressions,
Right.
but they're totally different songs,
Right.
but the chord progressions are very similar. And I'm not similar, the same.
Yeah.
They're literally
Yeah.
the same chord progression. So it's like from an art perspective, you have a limited pool of content that you can pull from, and so sometimes you might overstep somebody. And you know, like I understand where you were frustrated, but like if I were you, this is what I would do. Because this is the type of person I am. I'm a Libra. I'm about balance. I'm about fairness, equity, and all that kind of weird stuff. So I would be like, hey, man, have you heard that joke before? You know, I would confront him about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like to assume that he knew it, because I don't know none of Betty White's jokes.
So
Well, to be fair, that's the only one I know. But I know that one. So her joke was, I don't understand why it's such a sin or why it's such a bad thing to be called a pussy, because those things can take a pounding. That was the
that
joke.
joke.
That was the
Okay,
joke.
okay.
That's so-
That's hers. That's legit hers.
But
You can look it up.
still,
That
that's
dates back to
so-
her. So that was the joke that she did, but he did it the same exact way she did in front of an entire audience, and I was like,
But
that
dude,
was a
how
cop-out.
old was this guy?
20.
Do you really think he knew Betty
He
White's
had to,
joke?
because everybody knew Betty White.
Here's the thing.
No, I know he
so
knows Betty White, but did he know Betty White?
I know the joke. I know the joke. I just didn't know it was Betty White's joke. I've heard plenty of people say that, but I didn't know it originated from Betty White.
Yeah, I did.
Obviously, I didn't know that. Yeah.
But Chris, you're
But I guess
you're a
as, like,
real comedian.
As
Like,
a fan of comedy,
Yeah.
I know where the big jokes lie, and I know what to stay away from,
Yeah,
because
see, I didn't know she wrote that.
so this is the reason why I do experience. He saw my set. I do experience. I go up there and I tell you what I went through, because you can't tell me I stole it if I went through it.
That's
Now,
it.
if I do side jokes where I start talking about politicians, or I start, doing like little side things, I do a lot of research to make sure nobody's doing them. Plus, I hit open mics. Plus, I talk to other comedians. You know what I mean?
Right.
you're too serious.
I'm serious because
You're
I don't
too
like.
serious.
I don't want to be known as the guy that steals. I don't want to be a Carlos Mencia. Do you understand that?
Yeah, you don't want to be a plagiaristic
I
comedian.
do not want to be that guy. And then, like, I will throw away really good jokes if it means somebody else already came up with them.
I won't.
Because I don't want to do that.
I won't.
I'm not really. I'm not too worried about the walk to fame. You know what I mean? I don't need to be the guy that steps on everybody to get to where I want to be at. I will never be that guy. I will always bring everybody that deserves to be with me. And the thing is like, if you're stealing everyone's jokes and you're holding them back so that you can progress, then that's why I don't. That's somebody that I can never respect.
I agree. No, I'm over here talking stuff. Like, no, I agree. I think authenticity is a beautiful thing. Period. Right.
It is.
And you get if you're somebody else when you're performing, then you got to keep that forever.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? You got to keep doing it, and it's hard to sustain that. And I think that's probably why y'all stopped going to church, right? It's like because you felt like you had to be somebody that you're not.
Technically, I stopped going to church because I got kicked out of Vacation Bible School.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
I got to hear this story.
Oh my God.
I told this story on the podcast before, but I'll give you the cliff notes. I went to a Vacation Bible School. I was forced to go because I was I got in trouble at school. So
How old? First of all,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
start
go
off
tell
with
the
how.
story,
Yeah,
'cause- yeah,
how
go-
old
go
were
t-
you?
go tell
how old was I? I was probably like 12,
Okay, so you were hitting
Maybe-
puberty.
maybe 11, 12-ish.
You were starting
Somewhere around there. I got in trouble at school. So my mom, who's not anywhere near the church, I don't know why she acts like she is, made me go to Vacation Bible School. And so I remember, oh man, this story is so stupid. It's so true though. All right, so day one I had to go, and they made us dress out in these robes,
Okay,
and the robes had like the rope. It was the whole
it
thing.
was like the Jesus
It was like the
robe.
Jesus robe.
You had
And
sandals on.
we
You
didn't
just
even have
robe
sandals.
one?
You was
We just
barefoot?
barefoot. Oh. And it was all inside the
That's the
church
real deal.
congregation. It wasn't like it was like outside. We didn't go outside and hang each other on crosses.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it might
Were
as
you
well
in Waco?
have,
Is this
like-
when David Koresh was?
No, this was here in Dallas. But so they had this where we had to dress out in these robes, and I really did not like. I didn't like the whole scene. I didn't like being there. I didn't like from beginning to end.
Okay.
And my mom even pulled me to the side, and she had this little garage talk where she's like, "Look, it's only a week. You can do this." You know,
Wait, is garage talk like a white people phrase?
It's a phrase that like no, because it literally happened in the garage. It's not like a phrase where It's not. There's no meaning.
I was gonna say because black people don't have garages,
it was literally in the garage. Is where we had this talk. So I called it a garage talk.
Yeah, we didn't grow up with garages.
Yeah. It's just called the motherfucking talk. That's what.
Yeah, it was a talk. It was a basement. It was a basement.
Let me give you this motherfucking talk.
Let me talk to you in this.
It's backyard talk.
Let me talk to you in this parking lot space.
Right. Yeah. Before we go in this motherfucker.
It's the parking lot space talk.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, so I got there. We had to put on these robes, and I immediately didn't want to be there. And my attitude was already kind of fucked up. And I've never really been a church guy anyway.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? It's just a week. I can make it or whatever. Well, they gave us these bag of rocks, and that was our currency. Cause, they used gold back then, but I guess the church was broke or the deacon took all the money. I don't know. It could have been a whole thing. I don't know. So.
No, the pastor just had the money.
The pastor has all the money. That's why he drives a BMW, and everybody else drives Hondas. It's the thing. So anyway, they gave us these bag of rocks, and this is what the currency you use. And in my head, I'm thinking like it's a reward system. Like as long as I save up as many rocks as I can, I'm gonna get something for it. So I ended up getting into it with this kid there because he stole my bag of rocks, and then he tried to lie. So I did the responsible thing. I went to an adult, and I was like, hey, I just want you to know this guy, I think he picked up my rocks by accident. I never accused him.
Oh, that's smart.
That's
diplomatic.
Yeah. Well, I'm a lot smarter than people think I am. So I'm also a lot more smart than I actually portray. But anyway, so you're
smarter than you look.
I'm definitely that. I look like an idiot all the time. Constantly look clueless. So anyway, I told him, I was like, hey, I think he picked it up by mistake. So I think it was the deacon or whoever the fuck it was, went over there and talked to him, found out that he tried to lie and say it was his friends. It wasn't. So when he came back, he gave me the bag of rocks back, but there were rocks missing out of it. And I was like, nah.
He was rock shaving.
My money. He was shaving the rocks.
Shaving the rocks. That's crazy.
So yeah, he was trying to short me. So I ended up getting into this altercation with him, and he hit me. I didn't hit him.
Oh, at
but
church.
He hit me like in a way
in the
where,
Jesus
like,
robes.
Yeah.
He hit you in a Jesus robe.
Yeah.
Jesus
I
what?
got punched by a mini Jesus. So so after he hit me in the chest. He didn't like actually like haul off and punch me in the face.
Right.
But I punched him in the face. So it was like,
it was a natural reaction.
It was a natural. Well, it was. I don't know
it was a premeditated.
Natural, but it was gonna happen.
It was a godly reaction. I'm playing. Bad joke.
So after that, I ended up having to be suspended. This was like day 2. I had to be suspended. So they sent me home early. My mom had to have another garage talk with me, right? About like,
you're blessed.
You got to make it. You're gonna, like, we'll make it through this. And I explained the situation, but like no one listened to me. They all thought that I was just being violent and out of control. They never really listened to the situation. So I was like, okay, fine. So the next day, there was this guy who was walking around dressed like Jesus, and they were doing this.
But all you guys were dressed like Jesus.
They were doing this thing. Well, I think we were dressed like peasants. And Jesus was
Jesus had a different,
because his robes were better than ours. He had the good ones. Ours were like shaggy and raggedy, and like they had.
He had the silk cloth.
Yeah, ripped holes in them.
Yeah, he had that silky.
So he was walking around, and he would ask,
"Hey, Molly."
I'm like, bro, come on. You don't talk like this.
He said, he would go around and he would ask, like, what would you like, for your village or whatever. And they'd say, oh, we need fish, we need water, we need this and that, whatever, right? When he got to me, he was like, what would you like? And I was like, I want my fucking rocks back. Ooh. And then, like, he had no idea what I was talking about. The actual, like, I don't know what they call him, deacon or the minister or whatever.
Somebody.
The head guy. He came in, he pulled me to the side. He's like, I thought we talked about this. We talked about forgiveness. And I was like, no, you forgave him. I want my shit. And I just went on this tangent, and they ended up kicking me out of Vacation Bible School. And then that was...
I mean, I feel like that's kind of justified.
I feel like it was justified. I felt like they gave him all of the leeway to be a complete
Right,
asshole.
and
but
they
I
want you to
understand
be a
that.
forgiving 12-year-old. What 12-year-old forgives? Like, you know,
I told the full story on another podcast, so I don't like to repeat a lot of
I mean,
things,
but it's a different podcast.
That's true.
It's
It
a
is.
different
Yeah,
audience.
I just, I didn't.
No, it's
do
a
all the
good
same
story.
Jokes.
Yeah, it's funny.
Well, it's a true
I
story.
just want to apologize on behalf of the church.
We'll get you some rocks, man.
I'm gonna bring you some rocks.
Yeah, that kid still owes me rocks to this day.
Oh man,
It's the principle, man.
It
It's
is the principle.
No, understandable. I would say.
And so after that happened, and I slowly started moving away from the church from that point because I just saw a lot of the same things that a lot of other people see in the church too. You know, the things that his aunt has touched on, like, you know, touching kids and you know, trying to, you know, like she said, you get those deacons that try to give you a hug just a little bit too long, and you start to really notice some of the things going on, and people, you know, kids talk. Kids talk amongst kids.
Yeah.
They'll say some shit that's going on, and I hear some of the stories from some of them younger girls, and I was just like, dude, I got to get out of here.
Yeah. So, you know, like I'm gonna be. It's crazy because, like, you know, I was raised in church. I actually was a minister for a long time. From like 12 years, I was a minister from 2006 to 2018. Is that 12 years? I've been drinking. I think it's 12 years. So like I actually I had a very good experience for the most part in church. I mean, I think my
Did you ever catch the Holy Spirit? Like, did it
oh,
ever,
absolutely.
Did it ever come through you?
I
and come on you,
listen,
or whatever it does?
untie my bow tie. You know, who stole my Honda? Unlock my Kia. Like that kind of, you know, speaking in tongues and
Oh,
stuff.
okay. I was
You
like,
said
whoa,
what?
what?
I heard
what
something
you say?
about a Honda and a Kia.
Yeah, I was like,
it's a joke. It's a black joke.
yeah, no, I got it.
Fred's like, yeah, I got it. No, I'm black.
No. I
I understand
actually
these
did get
jokes
it.
that he
Yeah.
speaks of.
They
Yeah, no. Man,
definitely
I've had
sound
some
like that.
amazing spiritual experiences, to be honest with you, too. So I think that's like my connection to God is like still strong because I've had like genuine experiences myself that I can like kind of separate from my church experience, right? So so the way that we are as human beings, right? We're spiritual beings that have a soul that live in a body, right?
You said that like it was some real shit. He said that shit like with confidence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah,
how
this
really
is
are.
what it
Fred,
is. This is how it goes.
we
This
know
is
that.
how it goes down.
said that shit with so much confidence. I love it. I wish I had that much confidence in stuff I say.
But and so it's three. Like we're triune beings. We have a body, a spirit, and a soul. You know, and so because of that, like your experience, you translate different things, and so some things you experience in your body, you're like, you know, like if I punch you in the chest like they do at church, you're gonna punch me back, right? But then you have experiences like
That was me.
That was you. Okay.
put your phone on vibrate
Yeah, I just did
or
it.
silent
I
or
just did
whatever.
it.
Like
Sorry.
it's okay. This is your podcast. You're supposed to do better.
Right.
I sit and have better etiquette than the host.
That's the
Right,
message
right,
of the day. We gotta do better.
Hey, Molly. Okay. So I think it's important, you know, to understand that about us as human beings. But I think my experience is that I've been able to separate, you know, like,
okay.
you know what I'm saying?
I
My
don't know
body
if I'm
experience,
getting-
like my body experience is like the social aspects, right? Like it's things that happen in church that are social. Like what you went through was kind of like a social thing, right?
Yeah.
And
But that wasn't the only experience.
no, I
That
get
was
it. No,
one of
listen.
many.
I've been through the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? I've been through the worst. I've been ostracized. I've been treated like trash or whatever. I've been like on a high platform and fall from grace. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that kind of stuff. But I think I can never negate like my spiritual experiences. And I think as a person who is a person who like, you know, I have my own spiritual journey. You know, like I think it's very unique. You know, like I say, I still go to church, but I'm not active in anybody. I'm not a member. I don't necessarily believe in church membership and all of that kind of stuff. I think those are I think those are very economical things, right?
Yeah.
Like people be like, pastors want you to be a member of their church because they have to finance the church. The church is a business like anything else, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like more about a spiritual experience and like, like, man, I'll go to church. I'll be crying. Like on my birthday, my birthday was on a Sunday this year. It's on like October 9th. And I was in Houston partying. And on the eve of my birthday, and then on the eve of my birthday, I was bar 5015. I was turning up, drinking, smoking cigars, smoking hookah, like dancing on hotties, whatever. I got up the next morning. I went to church. When I was in church, one of the songs really touched me. It was like about how it made me realize how blessed I was as a person. And I'm like in church, crying like. And I was hot.
I'm a piece of shit.
No, it was more like I'm just grateful.
God, forgive me for
no,
being
I didn't. I
garbage.
didn't ask for forgiveness. I mean, I did. I asked for forgiveness before I went to bed. I always ask for.
That's the one thing I didn't.
I don't want to die in my sin. I don't want to die in forgiveness. Like no. But anyway, that's a whole different conversation. But I didn't actually pray.
He said that off mic.
I didn't actually pray. I'm just talking.
I want you guys to know.
I was.
I'm just as garbage as everyone else.
Exactly.
Like
And I think that's the point that I always try to make when I represent myself. I tell people I'm very authentically me, and that is like I know where I came from. My mother, my father, they raised me. My stepfather, they raised me in church. My uncle was my pastor for years, and very great man, like amazing man. Like if I could just go on and on about all the things, how the impact he made on my life and et cetera, him and his family. But at the end of the day, it's like you're on your own journey as a person.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think what happens is a lot of times like people try to press you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? That like
yeah.
this was my journey, so this should be your journey.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
No.
Yes. Yep.
Like you didn't drink, I'm drinking. Like,
All right.
like,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
whatever that looks like, that's your journey. Whatever, you should embrace it. But I respect everybody's individuality, and your experiences make you who you are, and shape your decision making, right?
Yeah.
So if you decide like, hey, I am not down with the church because the church did X, Y, and Z, my advice to everybody, whatever you believe in, I don't care what you believe in, is try to make a connection to a higher power. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so much, life is so mundane. You know what I'm saying? It's like we can do the same things over and over and over again. And it's like, because you are a spiritual person having you're a person on earth in a body that's having a spiritual experience, your spirit is always going to long for something. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to want a connection with something higher than you.
Yeah.
Mine's
with comedy.
Yeah, comedy is your guy.
That's my thing. It's always been my thing.
That's what's up. I mean, and whatever. But here's the thing, like your path brings you to a place of peace.
Yeah.
And that's your path. And so it would be ignorant for me to be like, hey, Chris, you need to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Because that's your path. My path may be different.
I think I would just be like, hey, Charles, you need to stop wearing church clothes.
And then I would be like, do you know what my name is?
Right. This is me. This is
my label.
I don't think there's one person in this world that knows me the best is my wife, because she understands. She even told me one time something I'll never forget. She goes, I know I'm never going to be enough for you.
Ooh.
She said,
Did y'all wait, stop, pause. All women that are listening to this, you will never be.
no, she said, look, this is what she said. She said, I know I'm never going to be enough for you because I know how much comedy means to you and how much performing means to you. And, being around comedians, you need that. And I was like, yeah, I can't even disagree. It's like, yeah, you're right. Because as much as I love being at home with the kids and my wife, and I love being around the family and all that, it's still in the back of my head, the next joke, the next punchline. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's always there.
So,
and then when I'm around everybody and I'm making everybody laugh, and I feel how great that feels, because it's, to me, I don't know, maybe to everybody else it's just another thing they do, but to me it's like a spiritual thing. I feel it. I'm just like, this is what I need to do. I need laughs. So it's like, you remember Monsters Inc? You know how like they fuel
I've never
their
seen
entire
that.
You never seen Monster Inc?
Well,
I don't have kids.
Well, you're garbage. Anyway, so
Monster Inc. is a.
that's not even a kid movie. I watch it. I watched it
But you
before I
have
had
kids.
I watched it before I had kids.
Monster.
Because
Who did you watch it with?
They
I
got
watched
messages.
It by myself.
You watched it by
there's
yourself?
messages in there.
Did you watch it on? Well, Disney Plus wasn't out. What did you watch it
No,
on?
in no theaters.
DVD. You went to the movie by yourself to see Monster Inc.
Yeah,
You ever
that's
seen
not
Cars?
depressing.
Yeah, you ever seen the movie Cars?
There's nothing depressing about that. That's
Did
just me.
I didn't watch. I don't
But
watch
anyway,
Pixar
in
movies.
Monsters
Really?
Inc. the
They
movie,
got
they
a-
used
I watched-
screams to like power their city. They
They
used
use what?
screams, the
Screams.
screams of kids. They would scare kids. They'd fill up these tanks, and that's how they powered their city.
Yeah.
They found out at the end that laughs work 10 times better. That's how I feel. I feel
That's
like
pretty. That's deep.
If I don't get the
Message.
laughs- if I don't get the
Message.
laughs that I need, then it's like I'm not okay.
I think I'm gonna write a sermon about that.
Somebody's gonna be like, "That sounds a lot like Monsters Inc." I don't know if this guy knows that or not.
I'm gonna steal my. We just talked about stealing artistic work. Okay,
And here you go.
I'm not gonna do it.
It'd be funny though.
Chris,
But anyway.
you brought me to my moral compass. Like I was gonna.
That wasn't my intention. My intention
No.
was to throw you off your game. And here I go.
No, but you actually put me on. Now, but what I'm saying, what you said is to summarize what I said, which is you find purpose in it, right? So I think that's the end of the day. Is like as people, as individuals, we have to align somewhere with a principle of purpose, right? Like you find purpose in making people laugh and writing a good joke and bringing people joy. I think that's the thing, right? Like the thing about comedy for me is actually like seeing people like enjoy. You know, man, you can have a really hard day. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a really bad, hard day, and if you laugh a little bit, you forget about all the stuff that you went through, right? And so it's like it's a purpose in it that is even like I hate to go biblical on y'all, but the Bible actually says that.
All right.
Did he snore on me? I mean,
I'm just joking.
I'm gonna still say this. Whatever. The Bible says that a merry heart does good like a medicine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So let that sink in, right? Like if you're feeling good, like it can heal you in areas. And so when you tell jokes, you can actually be healing people like they're laughing. Because even some jokes are traumatic. Like for you to sometimes share certain things that you went through in life, it makes people align with the trauma that they've been through, and it makes them laugh about it. They be like, you know what, I went through that same stuff, and it's actually kind of funny now. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't necessarily funny when you went through it, but it's funny now. So I like that. What you said.
I have a couple of those stories where it's not. It wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny what happened.
When you sit back and look at it.
Yeah,
now
he
you
be
start
like,
laughing.
it's funny.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's why there's a whole phrase too soon, right? Like, because it's like, this is going to be funny at some point.
Right.
But if I say it too early,
Right.
you know, some people might get offended or whatever.
Hell yeah.
But, you know, but at the same time, it's still funny. Even if it's too soon to be funny, that's why it's like that's why it's used.
That's the barrier I'm trying to break now.
Yeah.
Is the offensive thing because I
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah,
offend
yeah.
everybody.
Bro,
But
you
then at
can't
the
do that
same
in
time,
comedy.
I can't.
You
You're
can't
right.
do. And
But here's the thing, though. When I was doing comedy back in the day, my goal was to offend everybody. Because I didn't have nothing to
you
lose.
was a jackass.
I didn't have nothing to lose. I was
Yeah,
up
you was
there
a
just saying
jackass.
the worst shit I could think of that would be funny and making all the comedians laugh. But then when if you did it in front of people,
Yeah.
it was like, oh, this is horrible.
My ice melted, everybody. I just want
Let's get another one.
There's another one in here.
There's two of them in there. But anyway, and so now that I think I don't know, I feel like I have too much to lose, and I got kids now, so it changes things. The narrative changed a little bit.
Yeah, that's the thing about not having kids for me. I literally have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll ever have kids?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I mean, at 42, I wouldn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean,
let that
listen.
go. Tough.
So
Depends on
I
how
I
you
live by a principle of like organic. That's my favorite word.
Organic.
Organic. Like everything that has happened to me
My
like
favorite
in life.
is GMO.
Is it?
I love that word. I don't know why. I just do.
It's not a word.
It's an abbreviation of words. Therefore, it's a word.
Can you tell me what it means?
Genetically modified organism.
Okay. You are smarter than you look.
You're
No.
welcome for people who don't know what GMO is.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you do.
I asked him because I didn't know.
He had to be. What does it stand for?
What? Jim, what?
I thought he was gonna try to call me out on my
GMC,
bullshit.
Like, GMO.
And it turns out he didn't even know.
I hear it all the time, but I never ask. Google, what is GMO?
Right.
Do you know what FNF is?
Oh my God. He don't even do that.
No, I actually don't.
He knows. He just don't.
You don't know what it
No,
is?
please do tell me.
I'm not going to tell you. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, I know what
Tell
it
me
is.
why not?
You just trying to set me up.
No,
This
I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious.
You don't know what it is?
All right, Fred, what is it?
Short
All right,
up.
we're back. Sorry
about that.
I don't know what happened. That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
The whole thing just kind of tripped out.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't even remember what we're talking about. GMOs.
Yeah.
And
God didn't like
FNF.
that.
Oh,
We
yeah,
talking about
FNF.
FNF.
God didn't like the FNF conversation.
FNF is well, I could say it, but I can't say it on YouTube. I don't want to get flagged, but it's
How'd you whisper it in my ear?
It's can you
Whisper
use Pig Latin?
Pig Latin. It's
Ukfe, Igernay, Efray.
booyah. There you go.
Why? Why? I could have went my whole life without knowing that abbreviation, and I would have been fine.
It's a song.
It's a song,
It's
you know,
a song.
Glorilla.
Glorilla.
Yeah, Memphis Stand Up 901.
Of course it is.
I didn't know all that. I just knew Glorilla. I don't
Oh
know.
my God.
Say it again. Memphis what?
Memphis 901.
What is that?
901 is very cold.
You from Memphis?
I spent some time there.
You know,
Says that like it was a
yo,
prison
no, I'm just
I did-
saying
I did some
because
time.
I've been like it was
time in Memphis.
like it was prison.
Oh, shit, what?
It is kind of prison.
Memphis is hard, bro.
Locked down 8 years selling barbecue.
I went to Memphis for like church events.
Really?
The Holy Convocation for the Church of God in Christ.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Bishop
I stay away from Tennessee as
G.E.
much as I
Patterson.
Oh, what church is he from? I think I know.
The Church of God in Christ. He was the presiding bishop of a church that's like
Church of God in Christ.
yeah, it's
There's
a
a lot of thought went into
denomination.
that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he was like
That's a great name. A lot of thought went into that.
it did. It's
Yeah.
like it's a
It's very original.
it is Church of God in Christ. It's Kojic is what they call it. Kojic. You ever heard of Clark Sisters? Clark Sisters. You know the Clark Sisters?
I don't know if you
refresh.
could find somebody further away from the church than me. So
No, you went to Vacation Bible School, so you.
yeah, when I was like 11.
I don't care. There's some people.
Never
There's some
gone
people who
back.
never went to vacation. I didn't go to Vacation Bible School.
Well, I was forced to. It's not like I was like, oh please let me go.
It doesn't matter. You still went, and I didn't.
Okay, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm bad with names, but I'm
No,
What
it's
do you
okay.
Yeah.
what do you think about evangelicals?
I think they're.
Like TD Jakes, like
I'm going to TD Jakes church tomorrow.
Really?
What's
Yeah,
that? Joel
I went-
Osteen is the other one.
I love Joel Osteen.
You don't think
That's the
that
one-
that's
Hi,
a little fraudulent?
everyone. I just want you to have a good day today. I love Joel Osteen.
That sounds like if Joel Osteen and Bill Cosby had a love.
Hi, everyone. Hey, Molly.
Everybody bought a potato pop.
Hey, Molly.
Be the worst. It would be the worst person ever. Oh my god!
Joel Osteen knows Molly.
If all of you would just look up under your seats, you will find a drink
And a potato
pill.
pop.
I just want everybody to know. No,
God.
so okay. There's two parts to it, right? It's the message and the messenger,
Yeah.
right? So I'm very good at this in every art, like whether it's church, whether it's music. Like I still rock with R. Kelly's music.
Yeah.
But I don't rock with R. Kelly.
It's
But
easy-
I also don't rock. Let me be very clear. I also don't rock with the parents of the people who gave their girls to R. Kelly to. Okay.
R. Kelly, you ain't giving your no. It's a
Anyway.
bad joke. Never mind.
That's a topic no one really brought up.
Listen, we
And
can talk
it-
about that if you want to,
It
but
annoys me that they didn't. Like where the fuck? Because I know that from what I watched when I watched Surviving R. Kelly, I remember that some of the
I hated
girls were
that.
saying that
I hate it.
that they were ostracized from their parents, so like they couldn't call them or contact them. I'm like, yeah, but as a parent, I'll follow your ass. on tour.
exactly,
I can find out
bro.
what my dog
I don't
is.
have
Like,
kids, but I got nieces and nephews, and my nieces and nephews will tell you that ain't nothing separating me from getting to them. You know what I'm saying? And they're not even my children.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just imagine. I don't believe it. So anyway, back to the point. The point is, I can divide the artist from the art, right? Like,
okay.
so for me, like, I'm gonna probably fuck tonight to some R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
whatever.
probably a good idea.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
a good idea, right?
Yeah.
So,
Makes sense.
but I'm not fucking with R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
So you fuck to R. Kelly, but you're not fucking R. Kelly, is what you're saying.
no, I would never fuck R. Kelly.
I don't know if that's true.
What, you get gay vibes from me?
No,
no,
I'm
it's
saying
not what
gay
he's saying.
vibes. I'm just saying that I think that R. Kelly would be the type to maybe you're in a room together and things get a little weird. You're just
Nah.
like, let's roll with it. Let's see what
Nah,
happens.
hell no,
hell no.
hell
It's
no,
possible.
hell no. I've never. So you ever heard of Kinsey scale?
No.
You know y'all don't know what the Kinsey scale is? You know the Kinsey scale? I'm about to educate y'all.
yeah,
This is my
enlighten me.
last lesson of the day. I'm teaching.
Probably
I'm
not.
over here teaching.
It's probably not his last lesson of the day. He's got 13 more to do.
I do. This is what preachers do. They long-winded. They got a lot to say.
So what'd you say?
The Kinsey, Kinzy
Kinsey
scale.
scale.
Okay, a girl taught me this. It was it was very interesting because it helped me understand some things that we probably like. I feel like America is a very binary country, right? Like we're thinking like good and bad, black, white. You know what I'm saying? Like, but things are not like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Things are in real life. So the Kinsey scale was like, woo, this is brilliant because you can apply it to different places in life, but it actually applies to your sexuality, right? So it's a scale that goes from 0 to 6. And 0 is that you identify yourself as 100% heterosexual. And 6, you identify yourself as 100% homosexual, right? But
You're at a 3.
huh?
You're at a 3? Is that what we're
No, I'm gonna get to where I'm at.
Okay.
In a minute.
Hey, all right.
This you messing up the whole process.
You messing up
Okay,
the flow,
okay,
Chris.
I'm just asking.
Come on, man.
man.
Let him finish.
So a 0 is you identify yourself as heterosexual.
Yes.
And you've had no homosexual experiences.
Okay.
All right. Now, a 1 is you identify yourself as heterosexual, but you've had one homosexual experience. You let a nigga suck your dick before. Like that's what it comes down to. Or poke you in the booty hole. All right. Just one time though. All right.
I'm still waiting on
It's
my
like
number.
it's like Tank.
Keep going.
Yeah, like Tank said.
Hell no, man. What?
Oh no, please tell me what you
Okay.
say.
You don't remember what Tank said?
No, tell
Tank
me.
said if
Tell me what it said again.
Tank said if a man suck your dick, that don't make you gay. All right. But anyway, that we not gonna take. Okay.
So Tank's at a 1. So whatever.
Tank's at least a 1. Okay.
At least.
So a 2 is you identify yourself as heterosexual, but you've had multiple homosexual experiences. A 3 is you identify yourself equally as just as homosexual as heterosexual.
Okay.
A 4 is you identify yourself as homosexual, but you've had multiple heterosexual experiences. A 5 is you identify yourself as homosexual, but you've had one heterosexual experience. And a 6 is you just never.
Strictly dickly.
You strictly dickly or
Strictly
pussy on pussy. You know what I'm
Scissors.
saying?
Yeah.
Scissors.
Scissors.
All right. Okay. So
So-
that scale is important because, like I feel like for men, we don't care. Like as a man, like you can be a 5
So
for me.
okay, but my question is like what on the Kinsey scale says that like you don't like penis, but you also find Idris Elba extremely attractive. What do we do?
You're not on a scale. You're not really on a. You're still a 0 because you never played with his dick. Like
Yeah, he hasn't given me the opportunity. Frey hasn't given Fred the opportunity.
Nah.
I mean,
I'm
but
good.
you don't. But here's the what?
I'm good.
Huh?
I said
What
I'm
did you-
good.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna take a sip.
He said, I'm going to take a sip and look away real quick.
Okay.
I stress people.
Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, so you can say theoretically, there's a lot of theoretical, hypothetical situations, right? And hypothetically, you can say if Idris was in front of you and he whipped his dick out, like you would suck it. That sounds horrible.
I'm definitely not.
I mean, I'm talking about Chris.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about me or you, Fred. He just said Idris
I
Elba.
have to do it. I owe the black community.
So then,
I have to do it.
but you're not a 1 until you actually do it.
and then I'll become a 1.
Yeah.
So what?
So there's levels to this.
There's
shit.
levels.
So how does the scale work in everyday life? You said it works for everything, right?
Yeah, so like just say okay, let's say let's say you have you're in a relationship. You like, babe, like, where do we rank our relationship from 0 to 6? You know, you can be like, 0 is horrible, 6 is good, or vice versa, right? And you can be like, it's kind of like the 5-star rating, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like a similar thing.
I'm gonna give my marriage a bad Yelp review.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this is the problems I've been having.
3 out of 5.
No, it's serious though, because I feel like, see, I'm a very data driven person, right? I'm in tech. I'm in the tech space. That's what I've done professionally for years, and so I'm very I'm a data person. So like for me, you got to talk numbers. So when I'm like trying to analyze where I stand, I want a quantification. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Was that dick a 10 or was it a 8? Because
I don't know if that's the correct use of that word though. Quantification.
Why not?
Because it doesn't sound like it would go there. I don't know what the word means, but it just doesn't sound like it should be.
Using big words, sir.
All right.
Using too many big words.
But you're smarter than you look, so I thought you was going to embrace that.
Well, you know what?
So there's 2 type of analytic strategies.
Okay, there he goes again. With the big
Qualitative
okay.
and quantitative.
Okay.
I could probably make that out, but the first one, I'm lost.
No, hold on. I'm following him. I'm not, but I'm following him.
So qualitative is a subjective method.
Okay.
Where you use high, medium, low. Right? Okay. Like high, medium, low. Like, what's your performance? You be like, babe, and if I'm in the bedroom with you, is it high, medium, or low? And she's like, low T.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. I've never heard that because I take pills. Not the blue ones.
Okay.
I take ashwagandha. Hey, tips out there, fellas. If you over 40, ashwagandha, red ginseng. Okay. That was my plug. Ashwagandha.
He's trying to remember it.
I'm going to spell it for you. ASHWANG. Wait. I had liquor. I had liquor. Just look up. Google will finish it after that.
I sure was like, what the hell?
It's ashwagandha. It's an Indian root. It's an Indian root. Okay, another good thing about the internet is you can always find natural alternatives to chemical.
But Viagra works. Why don't you just do that?
But because you got to get a prescription and it costs a lot of money.
No, you don't.
It don't?
No.
Oh.
You just go online and buy them. Like they're like candy.
I don't know how I feel about a 4-hour erection. Yeah. Like I don't know how I feel about that.
No, I think if it's over 4 hours, you're supposed to call a doctor.
Yeah, I know, but if it's a conversation that I'm gonna have a 4-hour erection after I nut it,
I'm gonna tell you right now, if I have a 4-hour erection, I'm not calling a doctor. I'm calling everybody.
Oh.
I'm gonna let everybody know.
I mean you call it Idris?
Idris.
Your heart may stop after,
over here,
but
bud.
hey, you go out and
okay.
how you like it.
What was I talking about?
Why is it such a
what was I talking about?
Taboo for a guy to admit that another guy is handsome. Why?
I don't have a problem with it. Listen,
but a lot of guys do.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
I say stuff joking, obviously. Yeah, it's all I do is joke. I'm never serious. But the thing is, it's like when I say stuff like that, people are like,
No. Listen. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what all men do, and they may not admit it. When you walk into the room where it's a whole bunch of people, you rate yourself against every other dude that's in the room.
Yeah. I do that.
Yeah,
like a lot of times I walk in the room and I'm like I'm the best nigga here. Like a lot of times.
Right.
Except for when I was at open mic.
Exactly.
Like, okay, that guy's competent.
Chris bought me a drink. Almost went on the Kinsey scale that night.
Oh my God.
He was almost a 1.
I was almost a 1. Chris bought me a drink. He got me some peach crumbles. Like, oh,
you trying to get me home?
You should have seen how I slid up to the bar. I was like, hey, how's it going? He was like, I'm good. I'm nervous. I'm like, don't be. I got you. I was like, double over here.
Yeah. Can I buy you a drink? he said, hey, Molly, can I buy you a drink?
I got a mattress.
There's a mattress in the package
behind the dumpster.
Okay. But no, on a serious tip, I feel like every man does that. Every man measures up every man in the room. And I have a very polarizing effect on, and this is why I think even with the open mic thing you mentioned there earlier, I have a very polarizing effect on black men. right?
He's
And that,
racist. I knew it.
yeah, I mean, my mom's half Italian, so I got white in me. So, when I walk into a room, I get very polarizing activity, which is a lot of dudes will be like, yo, bro, you clean, whatever, blah, 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 giving me props, whatever. And there's a whole nother set of group of dudes who don't want to fuck with me at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is and it's crazy because I'm such a people person. I'm such like a down to earth person that I used to have a hard time with it. I used to have like why y'all tripping? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool, like y'all cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to earth, like ain't nothing. I just dress different or I carry myself different. Right. But that don't mean I don't.
Yeah.
I like to get ratchet. You know what I'm saying? I like to do. So what?
I like to do.
You know what I'm saying? I like to do hood shit. You know what I'm saying?
I like to do stuff with my friends.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to say that word. I'm sorry. Hood stuff.
Hood stuff.
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah. No. He said, I don't want to get flagged on YouTube.
Nah, you'll be all right. But saying hood shit, Fred said worse than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Hood things.
That's how I talk.
so I have that experience and I just learned to be okay with it, which when you say it, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's like at a certain point in life, you just don't care. You just authentically be yourself. And I think when you do that, you know, you can say things like, yo, and I think women do a good job of this, but they're unauthentic with it, right? Mm-hmm. A woman would be like, "Oh, that's a bad bitch," you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you was to say it before she said it, she would have a problem with her,
right?
But if you say it, you know what I'm saying? If you let her say it, then you like, yeah, she is. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool. Right. You know what I'm saying? But they also say it. That's the point. Is that as a man, we don't necessarily say it. We might be like, yo,
oh, he's a good looking dude.
Yeah,
but we ain't gonna
right. We're not gonna say it, but in your mind, you may know that I'm gonna keep my woman away from her the whole night. Like I'm gonna keep my weight. Like this nigga, he might snatch. You know, like Chris did. You know what I'm saying? This nigga might snatch. So I'm gonna be like, I don't want no parts. But at the same time, I think we have to get to a point as people in our spiritual journey where we're comfortable enough with being our authentic self,
right? That
we can do things like,
oh yeah,
I ain't never had a homosexual experience, but I can tell, like, I can be like, yo, that's a good looking dude, whatever. Like that dude was clean or whatever. I compliment brothers. You know what I'm saying? When I'm out, I be like, bro, you clean. Like it was a dude last night. We were leaving a concert, and this dude had this we were at Stir in Addison. And this dude had he had this tight brim cap on with a nice little trench jacket on. He was clean. I was like, bro, you killing it tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's how dudes compliment.
Yeah. Like you killing it tonight.
That shit fire, bro.
Well, my favorite is, man, he's got a lot of bitches. You know he got a lot of bitches.
You know he got.
That's how you know that's the equivalent of a man telling another man he's handsome.
Yeah, exactly.
Right there.
Yeah. I mean, well, however you do it, I think you should be comfortable doing it. Yeah. And I think it's a problem when we can't be our authentic selves and allow our. But the problem is insecurity, right?
Yeah.
And I think you're at a place in your life, in a place in your space, where you know you got a beautiful wife at home and you got kids and you doing your thing and you can just be authentically like, yo, that's a dude that he's a handsome or whatever, he got swag, whatever the phrase you want to use, but the fact you don't
say hot because then people don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, damn, he's hot as fuck. And they be like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you ain't know he just dropped his mixtape. You ain't heard it. Shit's fire. They'll never know. You never know.
But you can also be like,
but deep inside my mind, I'm like, I want his penis. I'm at it too now.
Deep inside,
I wasn't at 2 until I walked in the room. Now I'm feeling 2-ish.
Like, deep inside, you like, I want to see it.
All right.
I want to see it.
Just once.
Just one.
All right.
Just once.
Okay, let's have all right, I'm going to throw out one topical discussion before. I'm out here. This is a good conversation.
Yeah, no.
Okay, all right. As men, right? Like as men, you know, there's this whole I've seen women talk about this and like have different conversations about it, but like, what is your perspective of like penis size?
See, I think about this more than I should.
That's a little dick man's discussion.
It is.
Like when
It is. That's how you know. That's how you know it's small. It's
when
like
a
you
man
think way
thinks
too
about
much
it
of
more than he should. Okay.
All right. So I think it should matter to the woman, not to you. Because you
don't
can't
say-
help what you got. So like,
Right.
if your woman's
Exactly.
pleased and satisfied and
Right.
you're good, then just let it go, man.
Yeah.
Just be happy with that.
I don't know. I've been in a situation where I fucked with girls who didn't take nothing less than 9 inches, and I'm just like, all right, well, I know you're not gonna be pleased with me then. 'Cause I ain't got no 9 inches.
Right. I don't
You
either.
know what I'm saying? I've also fucked with girls, and that they was like, all right, calm down, nigga. Like,
Right.
Back it up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Calm down. But it's just like, I don't know. Like, I think it's what you said. It's kind of the female kind of me, because I'm cool. Hey, as long as I fuck, I fuck.
So, do
hey.
you know who Sweet Sauce is? You ever heard of this dude, Sweet Sauce?
Yeah.
He was like, the greatest comeback is, but I hit though.
Yeah.
Like whatever your response is, I still got them draws. Like, you know,
It's true.
So-
It's a great comeback, though.
no, but I feel like I've heard different conversations about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some women be like, men with very large penises are lazy. You know,
They ain't got to try it.
you said what?
They don't have to try. 'Cause
It's not that they still have to try,
No,
but
they
they don't.
don't.
They don't think they have to try,
Right.
right?
I
Like,
think it's a blood problem. They got too much blood going to the penis and not enough going to the brain.
oh,
So that the more dick you have,
the less
intelligent.
that might actually be a thing.
Hence why I'm such a genius.
That's why I like sapiosexual women. Did I just burp on the mic?
No, I'm just
Sorry.
kidding. That's not even a thing. I think the thing is like we have all seen like, you know, the players that get all the females, and you know what I'm saying, like we didn't did that route, and we noticed it, like why did women keep fucking with this dude? And you didn't know until later on in life he was probably packing a wallop, and that's what they wanted. You know what I mean? So like we just be like, oh, all right, cool, whatever. But I think I still stand by what I think. I think that if you're happy with, you know, who you're with and they're happy with you, just let the rest go.
Yeah, I also think, all right, like women talk a lot about that kind of stuff, but women are very much more complex than that. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman is pleased by so much more.
I don't know. Not when you're young. I don't.
Yeah, that's true.
When you're young,
you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Motherfuckers just. You gotta beat it? No, but I'm a good guy though. Nah, I ain't
That's
pleased
it?
by that.
That's all it takes
That's all they care,
nowadays?
bro. Like,
Bro, you gotta
We
lie.
had to have a car.
especially
you
no,
gotta
bro,
lie.
Especially in my age, I've seen it. I'm like, wait, you want? Like you said, don't got no car. I don't even got a job. Living in the mom house.
No, no.
And I'm just like, but he got a big dick,
Yeah.
so it fixes everything.
You heard the
Just like,
phrase "hobosexual," right?
Yeah.
Hobosexual.
Hobosexual.
You never heard that?
No, not till now, but that sounds great.
Hobosexual is
That's what that guy was.
No, he wasn't.
He was a homosexual.
No, I'm gonna tell you why he wasn't. Because he didn't end up with a house. So a homosexual is a person who needs somewhere to live, and they lay good ride
Right.
to get to that point.
Yeah.
So he was still on the mattress outside the dumpster.
Oh, so he
wasn't homosexual. He didn't upgrade.
Unless
he
she
was
got
a
the house.
homosexual.
But she might have got the house in the divorce. We don't know the final. I don't think we'll ever know.
No, he was a homosexual.
homeless sexual.
Homlo. He's a homosexual. Don't mind this. My voice sounds very sexy right now. All the ladies out here, I just want you to know. I'm not a homosexual.
Start ripping his shirt off
Sounds
and
like
shit.
late night radio.
No, Keith
This-
Swift. That's
the
what he
Quiet
sound
Storm,
like.
Quiet Storm.
Keith Swift.
Why does every radio station in all of America got a quiet storm?
I always wondered that. Why is it late?
Like
night?
it's everything. Why can't we make something different in different
Why
markets?
can't we be
like
hype at 12 o'clock?
Right,
Why the
like
fuck do we have
it's
to
a
be-
quiet storm
Yeah.
with Walk, baby love.
Welcome to the baby making hour.
Welcome.
This is for you. Ladies.
This is for you.
Yeah. And then it plays some smooth. Yeah, you're just like, bro, come on, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to go to sleep, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like
I'm gonna hit you with some R. Kelly.
I'm gonna hit you with some.
I got a slow jam for you, ladies, fellas. Grab your ladies.
Fellas, turn on Johnny Gill. He's about to preach.
Hell nah.
Oh man.
But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's a weird. I don't know. It's a weird subject. It's not so much a weird subject. It's something that like I don't really care too much about. I don't give a damn about size. My wife's never complained, so I just don't say anything.
Here's the thing. Like I like if I had to categorize myself, I'm like average, right? Like I'm an average size. But bro, I be making women lose their mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like it's not really necessarily always about size. And then if you got good head, that's a whole different conversation. Like, you got good head. Do you got good hair, Fred? Good hair, Fred.
I'll say that.
All right, you guys ready? So
good hair,
according
Fred.
to the team's
I'm bigger than that.
The average flaccid penis is 9.6.
Hey, I'm better than average.
So that's 3.61 inches. So the average.
what is a
total is
0.16? What is a
inches.
1/6? What is 0.16?
It's like a.
Well, anybody that used a ruler knows what 0.16.
How the hell do you measure a 1 point?
0.16?
Yeah.
He said he's average, so I was like, all right, well, let me.
No,
see how
I'm
big
bigger
it
than
is.
average.
Nah,
I feel good. I feel good about my life.
I'm bigger than average.
I'm not micro, so hey, I'm feeling good about myself.
So
Because if you've ever seen the micro penis,
ladies,
that is the most
if you
depressing
watch this
shit
podcast,
in the
ladies, if
world.
you watch this podcast, we want your sincere feedback. Like, is it the size or is it the emotion in the ocean? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's different for. I
It
feel
is.
for people in my generation, around my age, I think they don't give a damn about no motion. They just want the biggest. That
no,
But
because
I feel like once you mature,
I feel like they want that until they're in a hospital with a cracked
okay,
pelvis.
all right. No, this is. I guess this is a question to ask. The question to really ask is, if I make you nut, like, is that the most important thing?
I would feel like that's what
Right, because
That's
the
the end
end
result.
goal
the end goal, right? Is that
is the orgasm, right? Like, so if no matter if you big, small, whatever, if I can make you nut, ain't that the goal?
but I feel like this.
Yeah, but
so,
they can make themselves nuts too. So
I don't think.
you're not. You're not anything
I mean,
special.
but it's different.
you got to make them squirt. So you can make a squirt.
Boy,
I feel like a lot of
you're that guy. And then
boy.
a lot
it's
of
over
females
I've
in
had-
my
I got
generation
some-
that haven't experienced
like
that
the bed
shit,
sheets
so.
should look like they just got back from swimming.
But
didn't
every
take a shower first.
but okay, so every woman does the squirt.
Yeah, true.
doesn't.
No,
They
Not-
didn't
not-
teach themselves to.
huh?
They didn't teach themselves to.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you have the book?
No, I have the method.
Ooh,
not the book.
Ooh, the method. Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
Hey, ladies, just call me afterwards because Chris is about to give me all the intel.
No, I'm joking on all that. I probably
No,
never done
but
that.
no,
I've seen
like
it,
no,
I've never done it.
it's weird. Like, you know, I've been with I shouldn't be saying this. I'm a church boy.
Right. This is.
I've heard about guys who have been with enough women to know like the variations,
Yeah.
and this is why like compatibility is a thing, right? So you know, it's very important to find a person that you're compatible with in the multiple areas. You really need to like, if you beat women, you need to be with a woman who takes beatings. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. That was a dark joke, and you guys.
Wow.
I don't do it.
It's too late. It's already out there.
I was thinking like, wait, what?
That's another reason I walked away from the church. Right there.
Because
Because all the abusive husbands.
Message. No, plan.
is a lot of abusive husbands in the church.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently,
But I grew up I grew up in the 90s when the man ran the household.
the man.
And then
Listen,
so-
in my household,
So
that doesn't exist. I'll run it.
So the thing is like, well, it's one thing if you're a good man, but when you have a shitty man running a household, then you're just gonna have, a really bad time, a depressed wife, and a bunch of shitty kids.
That's true.
So and no one ever called him out on it. So. Especially the church.
Especially
Is that a phone?
It is. It's
It's
a
that-
Galaxy Fold.
yeah, it's the Fold.
It flips out like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. Everybody always asks me about this phone. Okay. Anyway,
No, this is the perfect time to check Facebook.
it is.
Go ahead, knock yourself out. I'll wait.
There's no wait.
No, we had to mute our phones.
I
but
can multi-
He's over here. Just
I didn't see
social
it.
medializing.
He's a guest. He doesn't have to.
I'm a guest servant. Would you like some more Tito's?
No, I'm good.
I'm about to pour Chris some Tito's because I'm the guest servant.
Dear God.
But I'm also going to pour me some more.
Damn.
I hope you have a designated driver.
No, I just going to pee all of this out. So when you get my age, you pee it all out. You don't even be drunk no more. As soon as I pee, I'm not going to have any buzz at all.
Damn.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, you're drinking orange juice too. No, that shit's
Why
going
did
straight
she
to.
gave me orange juice. The girl gave me orange juice.
The thing. Ugh. Orange juice. How?
The
but
female
I-
species.
I do have a question because
All right.
I'm a little curious.
Curious.
What? I try to ask this question to every comedian. What kind of led you to be doing comedy?
You know what's? It's a funny story. It's always a funny story, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you said, Chris?
Yeah, it's always a
Yeah, I
funny
think
story or a
every-
heartbreaking story. It's one of the two.
It's one of the two. Actually, it's a mediocre story. All right. So what happened was I was, I dress up. You know, when you met me, I'm normally dressed up. I didn't dress for the podcast because I wanted to be peasant level.
So we're peasants. We're peasants now. Yeah. Okay.
I wanted to be on peasant level. I didn't want
He
to
had to bring
intimidate
himself
nobody.
down to our
Yeah.
I had to. Sometimes, the Paul said, "When in Rome, do as the Romans do." You know what I'm saying? So I'm in Goodfellas, so I'm doing as Goodfellas do. I have to pee really bad, so I'm gonna tell the story quick. I have to pee and I'm drinking. Okay. So I was doing this I lived in Las Vegas for 12 years. The Clark County had this summer business institute they used to do for the kids that were high school seniors that were about to go to college. And they would invite me in to do Dress for Success. It was a gentleman named Tyrone Thompson, rest in peace.
Dear God, that's a name.
Tyrone Thompson was an amazing legislator in the city of Las Vegas, state of Nevada. He was an assemblyman. God rest his soul. He passed away just recently. He would invite me in to do Dress for Success. And so I would teach the kids. And so one time they had me come in and normally I would speak to one group at one time.
Right.
So I had to speak to different groups at different times, and I was like, I need to really make sure I address the same content, make sure the content was the same, so that they get a equivalent experience. So I was dropping little nuggets of jokes, in every, and they was cracking up. They were like literally having a great time, enjoying it. So I was like, let me try it again on this other group. It worked the same. So then I came to Texas. I was living in Vegas. Came to Texas. My homeboy's like, you know what I've been thinking about doing? Stand-up comedy. I was like, you lying. Because I just had this experience where I had these kids laughing. I was like, let me think about doing stand-up comedy. And so I was like, you know what? This was like in the summertime. I was like, November, I'm going to do my first set. I did my first set in Washington, D.C., killed it, and just been on it ever since. Charles Church Clothes. That's my Instagram. I don't have Twitter.
You need to. Twitter lit, man.
I need to get on it. I'm gonna get it.
You need to get it now
Yeah, because Elon Musk.
because Elon Musk took over and it's so much better now.
Oh my God, yes.
I'm not getting flagged.
What do y'all think about Elon Musk? This is a whole different
Yeah,
discussion. Never mind.
We'll have this off camera.
He got a son named AXEDX12.
Everybody loves Evic 6612.
Yeah, Charles
He's
Church
a great
Clothes.
kid.
Follow me. Come to shows with Chris. with Fred if he does shows. I don't even know.
No, I don't. I won't.
Fred won't do it.
It's just I'm not a comic comedian. I have a fun.
You're fun.
I have a few funny jokes every once in a while, but I'll be horrible trying to get put on the stage.
I mean, most people are.
Yeah, most people are, bro. You would be the only one.
You would fit right in.
With all of them.
Oh, I fit right in.
so
with,
bad.
You fit right in.
What's that black dude name? Purplicious.
Purplicious?
Oh yeah, I fit right in with him.
The one girl that was there that night, she was.
Yeah. What's up, motherfuckers? I was like, damn, man, calm down. Hey, you about a 7. I'm gonna need you about a 2.
These are really good mics.
Yeah, they are.
But
Anyway.
shit, we're out.
I think that's it. We're out of here.
All right, peace.
Go to church tomorrow.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. I appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down on the bottom below. Also, if you're new, make sure you hit the notification bell so you're notified anytime new videos upload.
And also, don't forget to hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify. And for exclusive content, we also have a website, which will be in the description below.
Yep.
All right.
All right, we're out of here.
Peace.